Hello everyone. Okay, so it's another time to converse. Remember, we are talking about back to school. Okay, last in our last conversation, we talked about things that we need to begin to reconsider or begin to consider when we're talking about back to school. Things like reestablishing routines. We talked about getting the school materials back, getting new ones, and checking the ones we have and see if they can still be used. And I promised you that I'm going to do another video to talk about psychological preparation. So that's why I'm here. The new school year always come with a lot of new things, new classes, new classmates, new teacher, new stuff, new academic stage. So it comes with a lot of fear and concern for children. Depending on your child's temperament, some of them are excited about it, while some are a little bit skeptical, some are afraid. So I noticed that temperaments affect how some children feel towards school resumption, especially new academic year. So today, how do we deal with the fears or the emotional concerns of our children when new school year is about to resume? What I encourage parents to do is, at this point in time, spend quality time with the children. Talk about their concerns. Because of the pressure of doing this, have you done this? Have you forgotten that you have to do your video project? We're going to the market to get your shoes. We need to go there, go to school to get your materials. It comes with a lot of pressure. Remember, they've been relaxed. They've been at home. They've been learning few skills. So the pressure hasn't been there. Now, all of a sudden, you're putting the pressure. So now it brings up that fear and concern. Why some of them are excited about it, some are a bit fearful about it. So as a parent, sit down, spend much time with them at this period, at this point in time. Yes, I know you're busy, but create that time. It could be an evening period. Create that time where we talk about school resumption. You too, get excited about school resumption so that you can transfer that energy to them. Talk about it. Let them tell you, express their feelings. Let our children express their feelings. Some of them is only when they get to meet some people they express themselves, maybe their mates or maybe counselors or teachers. They should learn also to express their feelings at home. So let them express their feelings, and when they express their feelings and concern, it's not a time to frown at them or judge them about why they are feeling that way. No, validate their feelings and give encouragement. Validate their feelings and give encouragement. Okay, so and afterwards, promise them that you're always there to support, because that's one of the things that gives them strength, when they know that you're always there. Not that they know, but they need to get to hear it from you. Empathize with them and let them understand that you're always there to support them. So empathize with them and let them know that you are always there to support them. So one of the ways also deal with this fear is to take the children to school a week or two before resumption. Take them to the school environment. Maybe you're going to pay their school fees, carry them along, let them get to the environment. You want to go get their materials, their school stuff, stationaries or their uniform. Take them to school, let them be there, let them go there. When they get to school, they'll get to meet some of the school community members. They will get to meet the teachers or meet some of their classmates too that came for same thing. They will be able to go around the school building. It has a way of preparing them to come back to school. All right, so take them to school, let them familiarize themselves again with the environment. Another thing I recommend is orientation. If it's your child's first time of going to that school, if it's your child's first time of resuming in that school, kindly take your child to that school for orientation. Orientation is important. I recommend it to first timers, because it helps them to familiarize themselves with the environment. They get to know the teachers, they get to know the school heads or the management team. They get to even meet their new school classmates, and it's so important that you see them. They begin to bond from that point. What I've observed after orientation program, when school resumes proper, where other students, the old students return back to school, you notice that those that came for orientation are very, active. They are blended. You see the way they blend into the system. But the ones that didn't come for orientation will still be trying to find their footings, trying to see how they can organize themselves. But the ones that came for orientation, because they have benefited, they've been like prepared for what is expected of them from that first day. You see them, they are not lacking behind. You see them being forward, like doing things the way they should do them, because they have been prepared. So if it's your first time of your child going to that school, kindly attend orientation program. Even you as a parent, you need to also attend the orientation program. It's quite important. Some schools don't joke with their orientation program for parents. So parents, I encourage you to use that opportunity to meet with the teachers, see the environment, meet the school heads, talk with them, interact with them. You are bringing your child to live under their care. You are bringing your child, or you are putting your child under their care. Relate with them, communicate with them, go for orientation, ask questions. It's quite important. Some parents will say, oh, it's not our first time of going to that school. I know things can change too, but still, and it gives your child confidence. If they see that you attended the orientation program, it gives your child some sort of confidence that, oh, my parents are with me on this journey. Okay, talk about positive aspect of school too. There's need to tell our children, to remind them the importance of going to school. It's quite important. Let's remind them, the importance of going back to school, how they are going to connect with their old friends, how they are going to meet their teachers, new teachers, old teachers, how they are going to make new friends. Then in making new friends, I always say this to parents, your child is going to be making new friends. What are your family values? What have you taught your children to live by? What are the values? What are those things they hold high in esteem, or they value so much, or they place worth on as a family? So it might be just this time, it might be just the best time to also remind them of your family mission statements or vision or your family values. Let them know that they have to live by it. And their values will determine their beliefs, and once they have beliefs, it affects their thoughts, and their thoughts will determine the actions they will take, which actions are the behaviors, and behaviors come with consequences, and consequences could be reward or punishment. So this is the time to remind them, ring it, sing it, loud it, let them know that their behaviors will attract punishment or reward. Okay, I noticed that what children are battling with, what is speaking to them, is speaking louder. So as parents, we need to speak louder than the other things speaking to them out there. Okay, so let's learn to teach them. Don't say, oh, but I taught them last year. This is a new school year. Teach them again. I remember when I was in high school, before going back to school, they always remind me that these are the things they know the WOSUs for. So if the WOSU must be mentioned on the assembly, it must be for this and for that. If I must be invited, like my parents now telling me that if they must be invited in my school, it must be for good, but not for bad. So it helped me in school that whenever I want to do anything, I ask myself, who and who will this affect? If I join them to do this, what will happen? So it made me stay clear of anything that will dent that name, So I also do it whenever I'm having sessions with the children, and I found out that, oh, I know this family very well. This behavior is unlike them. I tell the children, this is not your family tendencies. We know your family tendencies. We know the values of family. So this is not your family. And you see some of them, they will be remorseful. They will change. And so there is need for us to teach them at home before they go back to school or before they resume. Remind them. Let's keep reminding them. What is speaking to them is speaking louder, but we need to be the loudest. I still say it. I'm going to do another video again because I need us to teach our children how to set goals. And setting goals is beyond saying what the grades they will score in that term or the school year, maybe the long-term goal or the short-term goal is beyond that, but also how to make them to score that goal that they've set. We are going to be discussing it. I'm going to do another video on that. So concerning the children going to senior school, the offer I said I'm going to give, the children that will come for one-on-one session, it could be done online, it could be face-to-face. If you want your child to have a session with me, if your child is going into senior school in high school and you want your child to have a session with me before going into for career choice or subject combination, kindly send me an email. My email is on the screen. Send me an email and let's take it up from there. So thank you. Watch out for the next video, goal setting, as in I'm going to teach you how to help your children to set goals before they go back to school. I have seen it work. In fact, I have some of my students, when they called me the last time when their WAEC result came out, I was jumping around my house getting excited as if I was the one that passed WAEC. But these were the goals they set. I remember guiding them through, and we review that goal every term. Every new term we review their goal. Every new term we review their goal. Thank you. Watch out for the next video. Well done.